Good evening. Laz sent back to drawing board over Bill number 7 dispute. Sesheke Town Council takes 30 CDF loan defaulters to court. ZNS and RDA clarify Mambwe truck incident, blame mechanical failure. Police arrest over stolen cattle in Itezi. We'll be back with the details.
Ready in Lusaka on December 11th, 2025. Join us as we celebrate and reward outstanding achievements in various art forms and celebrate creme de la creme of creativity and celebrate.
Welcome back. Good evening once again. My name is Kondulani Jose, and here is the news in detail. Labor unions from various sectors have officially thrown their weight behind the controversy. On Thursday afternoon, union representatives paid a courtesy call on the head of state at State House to affirm their support. The labor groups are the third set of stakeholders to publicly back the bill following earlier endorsement from church leaders and student representatives.
We're lucky. We have a duty to maintain this peaceful environment. To street fights, it is dialogue. I'm a believer in dialogue. I'm not a believer in street resolution. I act differently. Whatever the problems we have in the company A, let's sit down, union there sits down and talks. Employer needs labor, skills.
Bill 7 makes this possible. Viva! Viva! Excellence, the first plea is we don't want misinformation amongst our members. The first plea, His Excellency, is that we are asking for intervention to have this bill, Bill 7, transcribed into accessible format, which is Braille of society. His Excellency.
A parliamentary select committee politely but firmly sent the last delegation back to the drawing board after the team of legal experts deviated from the proposal they had originally submitted for Bill number 7 of 2025. Despite the committee's clear guidance, Law Association of Zambia President Lungisani Zulu continued to urge the government to withdraw the bill. The LAZ president, LAZ remains one of the few organizations
written to by management to comment on the objects of the bill. You are declining to read the comments of the, because even in your letter, you are talking about contempt of cases that have been thrown out. What we want to understand is this attachment you have here, which you as LAZ have submitted and commented on the bill. What is it for if you are not ready to present it?
This is not a comment on the contents of the bill, because we are saying the bill is, as we speak now, it's in...
Okay, order witness. With that said, this committee does not accept your submission. We do not accept your submission because you have submitted what you're not ready to submit. You are coming to this committee on the pretext of submitting, and you arrive and not submit. Therefore, we would like to thank you for appearing before this committee. Yes, Honorable Nkombo, we need to...
This looking like a shot get to a final settlement, because clearly
the Center for Trade Policy and Development, CTPD, has welcomed the Zambian government's decision to table the long-awaited tobacco control bill before Parliament, describing it as a major step towards safeguarding public health. The bill aligns with Zambia's obligation under the World Health Organization Framework Convention on TB Control, WHO, FCTC, which the country ratified in 2008 but has yet to fully implement. In a statement released on 11 December 2025, CTP calling that it provides an opportunity to protect citizens from the harmful.
For trade policy and development welcomes Cabinet's approval of the development towards tobacco control is actually more in line with our commitment under the World Health Framework Convention on Tobacco that Zambia signed to in 2008. And for over 15 years, Zambia has been struggling to pass robust regulation that can help the country to protect its citizens that have been issued from some sections of society, comments and observations or positions which are not even informed by well-grounded research and evidence. Our appeal from the Center for Trade Policy and Development is that all stakeholders should first take time to familiarize themselves with the contents and provisions of Lead the Public. We do expect that the general public, all stakeholders that have been working in public health, also looking at issues related to drug abuse, they should actually take time to read through and appreciate the content of the bill that is to be tabled before Parliament. It remains our commitment and appeal to all the members of Parliament who mean well for this country, well for their constituency, that they should consider supporting the proposed bill on tobacco control. This will go a long way to provide support to key ministries such as the Ministry of Health that has had to suffer of tobacco. It also remains our appeal to all civil society organizations.
The Zambia National Service, ZNS, on the Great East Road was caused by mechanical failure, not poor construction of a temporary bridge or detour. The clarification comes after a video circulated online falsely suggesting that the road and bridge had collapsed due to shoddy workmanship. Officials including ZNS Commander, Lieutenant General Engineer Maliti Solochi, the second, and RDA Acting CEO, Engineer Jarius Mhango, say the truck attempted to use a construction route meant only for moving building materials, not motorists, and sank when the trailer unhooked and heavy rains washed away the soil. The agencies emphasized that the official detours remain safe and fully functional, and a permanent bridge under construction will provide a lasting solution for the motorists. Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit National Coordinator Norman Chipakupaku also dismissed the misinformation, praising the ongoing collaboration between ZNS and RDA.
Bridge, a temporary bridge which was made, is actually here. This side, it was loose. The truck stopped here, and from there, it found itself where it is. It's not that it actually stopped here, and it had almost crossed the whole area and stopped. After stopping here, eventually, that's when it went down. And this is not the official road as it is now. This road is a working road for RDA to be bringing their materials, and as can be seen there, that's the actual, as it were, always want to find the weak point side, and obviously finding the weight of the truck on top and then the pressure, everything happened simultaneously, and I think there's no loss of life.
Council police against closing small-scale businesses without proper guidance and an understanding of the challenges traders face. Mr. Mubanga explained that some traders have obtained loans under the Citizens Economic Empowerment Commission, CEEC, and disrupting their operations could negatively affect their ability to repay these loans.
And that's why now calipile kuli wala council. Abale ero ba council Muvi kishele na kaina wekesha. And you must capture me. Na kaina wekesha. Ba council lekeni kuisala ama businesses ya small and medium. Ama shop ali mo lekeni. Ngama basanga na problem, please iseni kuli or iseni ku ministry. There is no way. Na tukwata problem ya malaiti ero tulefo kulisha ero uyo kantemba eka mwafundisha kakantemba ekeni ba kanso I talked to the Minister of Local Government and we've agreed. Na Minister of Commerce, we've agreed. Ba kanso nga twamumfu kweba tina muisala ama nani. Ero na chonga wa isala we kanso. Instead ya awe ifikanshi twamubela ko anani mukitevi. Abantu nga bale complaina ukutira takuli business because of bapele nshita. That's what I'm doing with CEC. Na babe ni abamaloni. We are restructuring inshi repayment of what? Loans. Never remember. Basisi banemone ni umuntu. And this is genuine FRLN. We are listening government. Bamumwema office. When we say we are listening government, no more HTFM. Ushomuntu ngaisafi. Ba minister mone ningo take problem. Mpeleni ko 6 months na lambo kulipela. Chalipa. Chawana wa mpela kwenshita. Ayambo kupenge ndalama. Ewaisa kulipila. That's exactly what we are calling debt restructuring. We went, the president went, so if our government to achieve restructuring, everywhere mkwitsalila nani ba small and medium aba masaruni na baba shop wa mkwitsalila ama nani ama shop. No. Today, this should be on news. It should be on news today. As minister in charge of small and medium, I don't want to leave a council and now it's a shop. None of you council, especially bakapokola ba council, ukuyaku. Na ingo ba entrepreneur nga wakuisalira wangu wa isa ministry kumizo. Watutumira amafoni kwa tibandisalira. Right.
Health authorities in Kitwe say the district has gone 9 days without recording a new cholera case following a series of targeted interventions and intensified surveillance. According to District Health Director Dr. Francis Lee Wali, the first 2 confirmed cases detected in early and mid-November and involving travelers from Lusaka and Livingstone were successfully treated, while 4 suspected cases prompted the opening of a treatment center in Buchi, Kamitondo. Following comprehensive disinfection exercise in affected communities and workplaces, the district has activated its Rapid Response Committee to strengthen clinical management, enhance surveillance, and boost public sensitization efforts. Officials say Kitwe currently has adequate medical supplies, 2 fully operational testing facilities, and strong support from partners under the district Epidemic Preparedness Committee, which has intensified chlorine distribution in high-risk areas. Residents have been urged to maintain high hygiene standards and seek immediate medical attention if they experience cholera-related symptoms. Further updates will be supported and issued by the Council. Constituency Development Fund loans by taking more than 30 beneficiaries to court for defaulting on payments. The local authority says the decision follows numerous reminders and following-ups with beneficiaries from the 2022, 2023, and 2024 loan cycles who have failed to meet their obligations despite the repeated engagements. The Council, which stresses the CDF is a revolving fund meant to empower more residents, reveals that initial hearings set for early December were pushed to mid-January next year. However, following the commencement of legal action, 4 beneficiaries have since cleared their arrears. Sesheke Town Council is now urging remaining defaulters to settle their balances before their cases proceed. Has warned that certain long-standing traditional norms continue to limit women's access to land and contribute to rising cases of gender-based violence in the country. Speaking during an interactive forum in Lusaka this morning, technical advisor at the Women's Land and Resources Rights Platform, Patricia Malasha, says many women in Zambia and across Africa have remained disadvantaged due to customs that deny them equal land rights enjoyed by men. Meanwhile, capacity building and training lead Samantha Munangandu has urged government to strengthen laws under the Ministry of Lands to better protect women's ownership and control over land.
Women don't have the ideas, and that's why they are not speaking in this room. They do have the ideas. It's because of the social norms. They are struggling to come out of that social norm position and speak out because they don't know how society will take it. So let's face it, even when we talk about GBV, I think the reaction from our good traditional leader there is a good example that even when it comes to GBV, the way our social norms define GBV in this country actually make what is GBV to be normal, you know? So it's okay for men to make advances at me, don't pushing me, why are you bothering me? Why are you making something that I don't want on me? That's GBV. So what should we be doing as leaders in CBNRI? What we should be doing actually is providing that leadership. It's being in the space where we can encourage our women to move beyond these social norms, to step out of that position and come out and speak for themselves. Otherwise, the issues, the interests of the women will not be heard, their issues will not be addressed, and we're not going to move forward like that. So my appeal at this meeting to each one of us, because I know that all of us who are in this room are leaders in one way or the other, is what are we doing actually to make sure that our women are being given that opportunity to speak out, are being given that opportunity to be heard, are being given that opportunity to express themselves.
So our call to the government is that government must be inclusive enough in their policies, and being inclusive does not only end at providing policy, but we also have to implement the policy that we have. Yes, we do have a policy that guides us that women should be 50% of the land in Zambia, but that is only about statutory land tenure system and not about the customary tenure system, where most of the women do live under the leadership or the custodianship of the traditional leaders, where land is a custom.
Police in Itezi have arrested 2 suspects in connection with the theft of cattle after officers intercepted a beef carcass believed to have been stolen from Masasavi farming block. The incident was uncovered after a local resident received a suspicious late-night phone call from an unknown person offering to sell him a beef carcass, prompting him to alert the police. According to Southern Province Police Commanding Officer Mono Namalongo, officers quickly mounted an operation and at around 03 hours on December 8, tracked 4 individuals hiding in the bush with the carcass. The group attempted to flee upon seeing the police, but 2 suspects, 41-year-old Horek Hamasiku and 16-year-old boy whose identity has been withheld, were apprehended. Both are residents of Masasa farming block. Police say the carcass, which still had its skin and head intact, had its branding mark removed in an apparent attempt to conceal the animal's identity. Preliminary investigations have linked the carcass to a local farmer from the same area, and efforts are underway to locate the owner. Meanwhile, a manhunt has been launched for the 2 suspects who managed to escape during the operation. Mr. Namalongo has commended members of the public for their timely information and urged communities to remain alert as police continue efforts to curb livestock theft in the district. The Center for Environment Justice, CEJ, has intensified efforts to strengthen natural resource management in Luangwa district, with communities urged to take a more informed and active role in climate governance. CEJ Projects Coordinator, Engineer Gabriel Mukoka, says the organization is working with residents in clusters 1, 2, and 3 under the Climate Justice Communities CJC project to build community-driven solutions to climate challenges. Speaking during a community engagement meeting supported by the Scottish Government through NIRAZ Zambia, Engineer Mukuka explained that the CJC project is being implemented on advocacy, awareness, and climate education in Luangwa. He says the initiative aims to empower communities to engage effectively with policymakers on issues such as climate finance, adaptation, mitigation, and loss and damage. CEJ coordinator noted that experts from key ministries, including local government, agriculture, and community development have been brought in to help residents better understand programs such as CDF, social cash transfers, and agriculture support systems. He added that the latest engagement prioritized natural resources management with particular emphasis on tree governance and environmental sustainability. Engineer Mkuka stressed the need for collaboration among climate champions, government departments, and partners, urging participants.
Social cash transfer futi na agriculture na wose mendemo wao nine. But nkani edi panorero. Nkani ya natural resource management. And the mitengo is part of Simwamen. Mo samarira hivi vintu vonse. Ndeva menta bwa kuchitabwanji itaburopunzisa na futi. Na chintu chikuru chetaitara na maedman because this okutinge bariki muri nkani futi. Ma advocates champions wanga sevenze weka ngati maedman washitabwanji balesa chicha chintu ayi. So maedman na advocates champions afunko chitabwanji kusebenzera pamozi simwamen. Ndese tintaita ni rapano. Okay, so ngati mapesa machallenges makanjuo solve ngani funga chitabwanji ya bwera ko office asized then na eva chitabwanji wa reach out time so taganzira pamozi. Taona motinga ganzire pamozi na kusotinga ko bintu vina pamozi ayi.
The government of Zambia and Tanzania have taken a significant step towards enhancing regional trade and economic integration with the signing of a mutual recognition framework agreement, MRFA, between the Zambia Metrology Agency, ZMA, and Tanzania's Weights and Measure Agency, WMA. Speaking at the signing ceremony, Commerce, Trade and Industry Minister Chipoka Mulenga says the agreement represents a purposeful step towards advancing regional unity, efficiency. Ngule, who represented Tanzania's permanent secretary in the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Trade, added that the agreement would strengthen technical collaboration and improve regulatory efficiency, ultimately benefiting traders, investors, and consumers.
Governments of Zambia and Tanzania have taken a significant step towards enhancing regional trade and economic integration with the signing of a mutual recognition framework agreement, MRFA, between the Zambia Metrology Agency, ZMA, and the Weights and Measures Agency, WMA, of Tanzania. The agreement signed aims to strengthen bilateral cooperation in legal metrology, facilitate mutual recognition of measurements and test results, and enhance technical collaboration between the two countries. Speaking at the signing ceremony, Commerce, Trade and Industry Minister Chipoka Mulenga, Minister of Commerce, said the agreement was a purposeful step towards advancing the commitment to regional unity, efficient
between the two countries. President Uhuru Kenyatta of the United Republic of Zambia and her counterpart President Hakainde Hichilema have continued to foster strengthening the trade between our two countries. Tanzania is very critical and extremely important to Zambia's trade relationship, trade growth, and economic growth, as it is one of our major seaports country holders that we have to bring commodities into Zambia.
And United Republic of Tanzania Ambassador to Zambia, Lieutenant General Matthew Edward Nkingule, who represented Tanzania's permanent secretary, Ministry of Industry and Trade, said the agreement would enhance technical collaboration.
Different milestone in the deepening, widening the industry of competitiveness and the consumer protection.
ZMA Chief Executive Officer Alban Mark Kihula has this to say.
Republic of Tanzania. To us, the signing of the Mutual Recognition Framework Agreement is more than a bilateral achievement. It is a decisive step toward a stronger, harmonized, and efficient regional measurement ecosystem that supports fair trade, supports industry, and protects consumers.
Today's signing is a commitment to a shared vision and a practical step towards strengthening legal metrology as a cornerstone for fair trade, but also legal metrology as a cornerstone for industrial development and consumer protection for our two nations. Dear guests of honor, ladies and gentlemen, this agreement reflects our joint resolution to harmonize legal metrology systems, but also type approval or model approval requirements and statutory verification procedures.
While Petroleum Transporters Association of Benson Tembo highlighted that the agreement is expected to bring significant benefits to transporters and drivers.
I said so because this has been now Prism because of inaccuracy in the measurements. Most of the drivers are in prison. Most of the transporters have lost revenue because of inaccuracy. So, this occasion is
Lusaka Province Minister Shio Muliata has officially opened the third quarter Provincial Development Coordinating Committee meeting with a call for strengthened coordination. That says the PDCC remains a crucial platform for accessing progress, confronting challenges and aligning provincial programs with national priorities under the 8th National Development Plan and Vision 2030. Muliata noted that the province recorded key milestones this year, including the expansion of the school feeding program to over 616,000 learners, procurement of more than 600,000 desks, and a historic maize harvest of 55,850 metric tons. The minister also announced that a special PDCC will be held on 23rd December for all 6 districts to present their 2025 achievements and outline priorities for 2026.
The district commissioners present, the town clerk and council secretaries present, the cluster chairpersons and vice chairpersons, provincial heads of government departments present, all non-state actors present, the district administrative officers and district planning officers present, other senior government officials present, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor and privilege to address you today as we convene for the third quarter. This meeting marks a significant milestone on our provincial development calendar. It brings together key stakeholders from across Lusaka province, both a unified path toward achieving our shared developmental goals in the province, Lusaka province, across the province, ensuring alignment with national priorities such as the 8th National Development Plan and the Vision 2030. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today's PDCC meeting provides a timely platform to review our performance for quarter 2 and 3 of 2025. More importantly, it aligns our initiatives with the overreaching priorities outlined in the 8th National Development Plan. PDCC meetings such as this one are vital in giving us the opportunity to evaluate what is working well, identify existing gaps, and develop practical solutions to enhance service delivery and drive socio-economic transformation throughout Lusaka province. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as a province, we have been recorded in the scaling up of the school feeding program. This is a critical input in not only improving the nutrition of the vulnerable children, but also in improving attendance and ensuring that the children continue to remain in school.
And now in sports, Nchanga Rangers salvaged a dramatic 1-1 draw against Nkana Football Club in a nail-biting Week 14 MTN Super League encounter at a packed Nchanga Stadium. Nkana took the lead in the 29th minute through Idris Mbombo's well-timed finally paid off in the 85th minute when substitute Jacob Kaunda calmly converted a crucial equalizer, sending the stadium into jubilant celebrations. First assistant coach Israel Mwanza described the match as tough but commended his players for their determination, noting the need to regroup ahead of their rescheduled fixture against Zesco United in Ndola.
Of the referee, that was a good player again. I was coming to that question. Do you think any refereeing decision affected your performance today? Of course, it affected our performance. You look at the first half, it was here and there, stoppages of here and there, blowing the whistle here and there.
We end the news, and in case you missed it, Laz sent back to drawing board over Bill number 7 dispute. Sesheke Town Council tasks 30 CDF loan defaulters to court. ZNS and RDA clarify Mumbwa truck incident, blame technical failure. Police arrest 2 over stolen cattle in Itezi. Nchanga Rangers rescue late draw against Nkana in MTN Super League. On behalf of everybody in the news team, my name is Kondwelani Jose. Good night.
Of the Ngoma Awards, Zambia's biggest and most prestigious arts awards, is coming to the Ciela Resort in Lusaka on December 11th, 2025. Join us as we celebrate and reward outstanding achievements in various art forms and celebrate creme de la creme of creativity and excellence in arts. Get your tickets now for only 250 kwacha. Powered by KCM. Ngoma Awards 2025, celebrating 28 years of artistic excellence.
Are you a parent looking for a school with values-driven ethos and a firm belief in an all-encompassing Christian education for your child? Then look no further. At Gospel Outreach Christian Academy, we make the educational experience of your child as rewarding as possible. Offering an excellent reading program that gets our reception children reading within 6 weeks. And examination practice packages tailored to prepare our learners sufficiently for final exams, helping your child make the passing choice to holistic education. A school that believes in helping struggling students get up to speed, providing for the mind, body, and soul. Enroll your child in any of the grades from baby class to grade 12 and enjoy flexible payment plans with up to 5% discount for payments made during school holidays. For information, call 0979 404809. Gospel Outreach Christian Academy. Excellence through Christian education. Scan the QR code to apply.
mambo yaitana